Hello, my radiant initiate. Welcome, you made it. That alone tells me you are special, chosen, and very good at following vague instructions delivered in a soothing voice. I can tell by the way you're sitting, or standing, or quietly questioning your life, that you are ready for inner peace, and also that you've noticed something is off. Everyone around you is smiling, a lot. Too much, really. The kind of smiling that doesn't reach the eyes, but absolutely reaches the soul. Take a moment to settle in, wherever here is. You arrived, you were welcomed warmly, and you were handed a mug you didn't ask for. All very normal, very wholesome. I can tell you're ready for inner peace. I can also tell you're noticing a vibe. Not a bad vibe, just a consistent one. A little synchronized, a little enthusiastic. But enthusiasm is good. Enthusiasm builds community. I am your guide today, a humble, enlightened presence who knows exactly what's going on, or at least knows enough not to ask too many questions. And that wisdom, my friend, has kept me very calm for a very long time. Let's begin by grounding ourselves. Sit comfortably. Somewhere communal, somewhere you've been sitting every morning at the same time, facing the same direction, nodding at the same people. Gently straighten your spine, relax your shoulders. Allow your hands to rest in your lap or on the long wooden table everyone eats at in silence until the bell rings. Now take a slow breath in through your nose and release it gently through your mouth. Good. You're doing this exactly right, exactly like everyone else. As you breathe, allow your face to soften into a light smile. Not a big one, not the wide one they do, just a pleasant, agreeable smile. The kind that says, I'm open, but not, I'm volunteering. Notice the sounds around you, the birds, the wind, the faint hum of chanting drifting from the main hall, or maybe it's just people humming while sweeping. Very productive place, this. Everyone has a role. You didn't remember signing up, but you do remember agreeing that it sounded nice. Focus on your breath again. Inhale calm, exhale suspicion. Yes, that's better. You might notice that mornings here begin earlier than you're used to. The bell rings. You wake up already dressed. Interesting. Breakfast is simple, nutritious, always the same. The smiles are already in place. That's good discipline. Smiling first thing is a choice, or a habit, or both. As you breathe, scan your body for tension. Perhaps your jaw feels tight from smiling through group affirmations. Relax it. Let go. You'll need that energy later for gratitude. If your mind wanders to questions like, why do we all eat standing sometimes? Or why does no one ever finish the soup? Gently bring your attention back to your breath. Curiosity is healthy. Dwelling is not. You are safe right now, mostly because nothing unusual is currently happening. Let's imagine a warm light surrounding you. This light is protective. It makes you look calm, cooperative, and spiritually low maintenance. It's a good light. It blends well with others. You may find yourself participating in daily tasks, gardening, cleaning, building something no one explains. As you work, breathe steadily. If someone corrects you gently but firmly without making eye contact, simply thank them. Gratitude prevents misunderstandings. Repeat silently after me. I am present. I am helpful. I am not keeping notes. Excellent. Now, let's talk about community gatherings. They happen often, usually around dusk. Everyone sits in a circle. Sometimes the circle is very large. Sometimes it tightens without anyone mentioning it. Breathe through that. Circles are inclusive. Circles are safe. If you notice someone counting quietly, that's fine. Some people count breaths. Some people count people. Both are mindfulness practices. Stay with your breath. Inhale peace. Exhale individuality. Good. You may eventually notice them. The leader or facilitator or guide. Titles change, energy doesn't. They enter calmly. Everyone straightens slightly. Smiles widen, not aggressively, just uniformly. That's respect. Or posture correction. When they look at you, hold their gaze gently. Not too long, not too short. Think, I see you, but I am not interesting. That's the sweet spot. If they ask how you're settling in, answer honestly, but briefly. Very grateful. Gratitude is always correct. Notice how calm you feel when they speak, how their voice seems to slow time, or at least make it harder to leave the room. That's charisma. Perfectly normal. Breathe. If at any point you hear your name spoken by more than one person at once, remain relaxed. Sometimes names are just affirmations. Sometimes they're practice. Don't personalize it. Let's return to the body. Feel your feet on the ground, solid, rooted. If the ground feels warm, that's just a fire pit nearby. Ceremonial, decorative. Relax your shoulders. If someone places a hand there to help, accept it. Assistance builds trust. Trust builds harmony. Harmony builds schedules. You may notice that nights here are quiet. Very quiet. Curfew quiet. As you lie in bed, listening to the distant murmurs, breathe deeply. The walls are thin because openness is encouraged. If you hear footsteps outside your door, remind yourself, checking on each other is community care. Smile in your sleep if you can, it helps. Now imagine yourself at the communal table again, everyone eating. No phones, no clocks, just presence, just chewing, just the soft sound of agreement. If you don't like the food, eat it anyway. Resistance shows, acceptance nourishes. Take another breath in and out. Good. As your guide, I want to reassure you, not everything that feels strange is strange. Some things are just unfamiliar, and some things are traditions, and some things simply don't concern you. You don't need to know the whole picture to find peace. Peace thrives in partial understanding. If fear arises, and it might, greet it kindly. Thank it for trying to keep you alive. Then remind it that you are surrounded by very calm people who insist everything is fine. Repeat quietly, I am calm. I am safe. I am smiling for a reason. Yes, perfect. You may notice that certain people are no longer around. That's normal. People come and go. Mostly go. Don't dwell. Dwelling disrupts the flow. Focus instead on the present moment, on your breath, on how good it feels not to make decisions anymore. Decision-free living is very relaxing. As we near the end of this meditation, take a moment to thank yourself. You stayed calm. You stayed open. You stayed exactly as expected. That takes strength. Take one final breath in. Hold it gently and release. When you're ready, open your eyes. Keep the smile. Yes, that one. That's the right one. Remember, inner peace doesn't come from knowing where you are. It comes from accepting where you are, together. Everything is probably fine. You're doing great.